The time machine shimmered into existence, its sleek metal frame a stark contrast to the ancient, towering stalks of a bamboo forest. A low hum was the only sound it made as it settled onto the mossy ground. The door hissed open, and the friends stepped out, their usual attire replaced with period-appropriate kimonos and hakama. Cautiously, they moved through the dense green grove, following the faint, distant sounds of a bustling city that drifted through the air. The air was cool and smelled of damp earth and fresh bamboo, a world away from their own time. They emerged from the forest and found themselves at the edge of Kyoto, a sprawling capital of elegant wooden houses with delicate paper screens. The city was alive with activity. They walked through a crowded market street, a kaleidoscope of sights and sounds. Merchants called out, advertising their wares from stalls laden with vibrant silks, handcrafted pottery, and glistening fresh fish from the morning's catch. Maya paused, her fingers gently brushing against a roll of intricately woven kimono fabric, its patterns telling a story of cranes and cherry blossoms. The energy of the city was infectious, a living tapestry of a bygone era. Seeking respite from the lively streets, the group discovered a tranquil temple garden, a hidden sanctuary of peace. Sam found a spot beside a serene koi pond, the brilliant orange and white fish gliding through the water like living jewels. He took out his sketchbook, his pencil moving swiftly to capture the timeless beauty of the landscape. The others wandered through a meticulously raked rock garden, its stones and sand forming a miniature meditative world. Their quiet contemplation was interrupted by the start of a traditional tea ceremony. They watched, captivated, as the host performed the ritual with graceful, precise movements, each gesture a study in discipline and beauty. Suddenly, a wave of excitement rippled through the city. A crowd began to gather along the main thoroughfare, their voices a low murmur of anticipation. A grand procession for a powerful daimyo was about to begin. The friends found a place along the sidelines, doing their best to blend in with the locals. Dozens of samurai warriors, clad in full imposing armor, marched with solemn purpose, their swords glinting in the afternoon sun. As the procession passed, a stern-faced guard's gaze swept over the crowd and landed on the friends. His eyes narrowed with suspicion, and for a heart-stopping moment, they held their breath, fearing they had been discovered. The guard's gaze lingered, then moved on, and they exhaled in unison. Wanting a better view away from the prying eyes, Chloe slipped away from the group. She found a quiet alley and effortlessly scaled the side of a nearby building, finding a perch on the tiled rooftop. From her vantage point, she could see the entire procession stretching down the street. But she wasn't alone. Across the way, another shadowy figure was crouched in the rafters of a tea house, also watching the daimyo with intense focus. It was a ninja, clad in dark shinobi shizuku. For a tense, silent moment, their eyes met across the rooftops, a shared, unspoken understanding passing between them. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, the other ninja melted back into the shadows and was gone. The friends reconvened at the time machine, their minds racing with the day's experiences. Chloe kept her encounter on the rooftop to herself, mulling over its meaning. As they settled back into their seats, the control panel flickered to life, illuminating the cockpit with a soft glow. New coordinates flashed onto the screen, charting their next leap through history. Their destination was set: Paris, France, 1889. The hum of the machine grew louder, and the bamboo forest outside the viewport began to dissolve into a swirl of light and color as they prepared for their next adventure.